To the part 2 video of my latest color analysis case study client. In this video, spoiler alert, you're going to be finding out whether this client in step 1 leans cool or warm, and we're moving on to step 2 where we're going to look at home season. Does this person lean winter, summer, spring, or autumn? Comment below at the end of this video after you watch it and share what you think she leans. In tomorrow's video, you'll find out the answer and we'll move on to step 3 of color analysis, where ultimately her final result will be revealed. This series is all part of my Be Colourwise umbrella, where I'm sharing with you that when we're all doing the same color analysis checks with the correct colors, we all arrive at the same color analysis result. That means refined color analysis eyes, that is, who are experienced and developed in this field. If you want assistance to help identify content that you're viewing or services you're contemplating signing up for in terms of assessing whether they've attended accredited training, what sort of color analysis system they may use, because 12 season, 16 season, and all that is really just the number of result possibilities. The actual system a person uses would be the name of the training program they attended, and that would identify what checks they do. The Colourwise checklists are within the services menu on my website if you want assistance in assessing content or services out there. Without further ado, this client leans warm, and many of you got warm correct, but for those of you, and it was primarily on my Instagram actually, there were a few of you who were adamant this person leans cool. And what I will say, it's not a close call with cool. So for those who said cool, my advice would be keep looking. Maybe start at my first Be Colourwise series. Those may be easier to find on my YouTube playlist, where I've grouped everything into one playlist for all the case study clients. But this person is obviously warm. When you look at her historical photo in part 1 as well, ask yourself how she even remotely looks winter, which is a cool season, or summer, which is also a cool season. I'm a cool season. Look at how our skin complexions are completely different in terms of the underlying quality of coloring. Go back to the celeb collage homework, which was one of the first elements in this series, where it gave you sort of a little bit of a homework assignment to develop your color analysis eye and what skin looks like for each color analysis palette. This person isn't remotely winter or summer. I say this because I understand that color analysis ultimately is assessing what the colors are doing to somebody, but knowing complexion qualities over time and what to see in a complexion is a great check and balance, because if somebody's complexion is telling you something different than the color comparisons, you're missing something somewhere. Somebody's natural coloring, including their natural hair color, is showing you something different than the color comparisons. You're missing something somewhere as well. Color comparisons and just somebody's natural features need to say the same thing. So in my eye, what's going on over on the cool side, there is significant disconnection between her skin and the colors. Over here, face first, colors more in the background. Here, her skin goes quite ghostly in terms of losing coloring, and then her skin is more patchy and uneven because it's lost coloring. Over here, coloring is put back on the skin. Her natural coloring is maximized over here, which then adds vibrancy. Heavy at the jawline over here. So you might want to go back and re-review things if you really wanted to develop your color analysis eye and you said cool in the last video. Now here's a look again at the in-person fabric comparisons, and they're showing the same thing. The harmony and vibrancy added to her coloring is on the warm side. On the cool side, she completely loses coloring in her face, and there's disconnect at the jawline. The colors are the focus. And when I actually had dinner with this client last night, and I was telling her some people were saying cool, and she was like, oh no, like those colors are way off. My advice, if you missed this one, is to keep looking. Color analysis is not a quick thing. It's about developing eyes, and sometimes in a classroom, just like math, there's A+ students, and sometimes there's students that aren't quite at the A+ level. The goal of this series is to help develop your eyes and hopefully get smarter color analysis eyes as you review content and what have you. Because this person leans warm, we're going to look at the spring versus autumn home seasons in step 2, because these are the warm home seasons. In a lot of my content lately, I've been talking about strength of colors, not just about do I see person before color. It's also about assessing in terms of the focus and balance check to assess whether the strength of color supports a person. So head on over to my Instagram if you want to get really good at assessing strength of colors. There's more in terms of harmony with somebody. There's much more over there. And here's another look at spring versus autumn. You'll want to also assess what's happening with her skin. Her jawline, is it more lifted and narrower or heavy and dragged down, on top of the focus and balance check. Here's a look at autumn versus spring in an in-person format. And for good measure, I've included one more, autumn versus spring. Comment below and stay tuned for tomorrow to find out the answer, and we'll move on to the final step of color analysis. Have a great day.